And it pertains to an agent that I'm coaching, and he does really well, but over the last 2 months he has struggled, and I think it was August he was not doing that well. So and he lives close to me, so we actually had coffee. And the session was like, "Hey Tristan, I'm not doing well mentally. I actually have nothing under contract either." And so I listened to him and we got into an actual plan. I want to share that with you because this right here is what we all go through. If you've been in real estate for a while, you can relate to this. So he says, "Look, I don't know what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm self-sabotaging myself, and I feel like I know what I need to do. I'm just not getting to it. I feel a little bit overwhelmed and I don't know where to start anymore." And I hear that a lot. It's not something that is rare, by the way. So I thought through and I thought to myself, what is it that I typically do when I go through these ruts? And somehow I always go back to the same thing. And the challenge is that we know what we need to do, but it does feel like it's too much all at once. So here's my tip to you, which is exactly what I told him to do, and then I'll tell you what happened after. So I said, "All right, let's break it down." And you know that there's a process that we have in the morning and in the evening. And I'm not telling you to go in and wake up at 5 a.m. and do all of that stuff that people tell you to do. If it works for you, awesome. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to pick one of the things that you know you should be doing in the morning, right? Because whether you like it or not, here's where you need to listen. Whether you like it or not, you already have a routine in the morning. It just happens to suck right now. Now, I want you to be more purposeful with the routine that you have, but I want you to just pick one thing. And if you follow me, you know I have the whole Marvel morning, right? Meditation, affirmations, record your day, visualization, exercise, and learn. I go, out of that, what do you want to do? He's like, "Well, I really like walking, and it's been a long time since I was walking." I said, "Well, do yourself this favor and start walking in the mornings. Where do you think you can fit in 10, 15, 20 minutes?" He said, "Okay, I know exactly where I can fit that in." I go, "Great. I love that it's walking because as you walk and you start walking a little bit harder, right? Some chemicals start releasing in your body and you start feeling good, right? This is just science." And so he said, "Okay, I like that one thing." And I go, "There's also one other thing that I want you to do, either in the evening or throughout the day, depending on where you want it to be, right? I want you to feed your mind things that will help you look at the opportunities, because we all know that we get bombarded with so much and we have the choice of looking at the bad or looking at the good, right? It's okay to feel the bad. Like if you get sad, get sad. There's no problem with that. But I don't want you to relive that moment over and over, right? And the ability to be able to look at opportunities, even when bad stuff happens to us, that's the key to growth, right? So I said, I want you, because you drive a lot to show property, you drive here and there. I want you to pop in a book. And I go, what do you gravitate to when you're listening to books or when you're reading? Right? He goes, "Well, I love stories and I would love for it to be more real estate related." I said, "Great. I've got a list of these great books. But the one that stands out for you, and I think you'll love this, is Sell It Like Sirhan." If you haven't read it, I said, that is such a great book because this agent's in real estate, Ryan's in luxury real estate. This agent's in luxury real estate. And so I said, all I need you to do is to pop it in, listen. It's really engaging. He goes through the challenges were, very similar to yours. Let's do that. Those are the two things I want you to focus on. That's it. You know what you need to do. On the other hand, you know that you need to be following up, but you're not doing it because your mind's not right? You're not doing it because you're not feeling it. You're feeling overwhelmed, right? And that's often the case with just life in general. We get so overwhelmed, we don't know where to start. So I simplified it for him. Now you fast forward to as of yesterday, he just put in his seventh home under contract in the span of 2 weeks. And so he's in my area, so you know the price points are insanely high. And that's 7 under contract. He had 0. And it was something so simple. I want you to take a look at where you're at. I want you to think, well, what is it that I could do? This one thing in the morning to set my day straight, to set my path in the right direction. And maybe it's something that I can do throughout the day. Maybe it's something in the evening that I should be doing. Y'all know what it is. I just need you to take some time to reflect, think a little deeper, and take one step in the right direction. That's it, just one, because we all get stuck. We all have those days. And if we have more focus on those bad days, we relive it the next day. And it doesn't leave our minds. We relive that moment and then we get stuck in a rut. It's time to break out of that. You know what your one thing is. What is it? Tell me below if you want. What is it that you know you need to do? And if you don't know, message me. I'll gladly say, hey, all right, tell me where you're at. These are the things you should be doing. But focus on this one thing only. Have an awesome rest of October. I'll see you inside of wherever you're seeing this.